Ever wonder why our week has 7 days, not 5 or 10? The mystery takes us back to the dawn of civilization. This intriguing puzzle of timekeeping has its roots deeply embedded in the ancient world, where the concept of a week first took hold. It's a curious notion, isn't it? 7 days, not a straightforward count like 10 or any other base number, but 7. It's a question that has puzzled historians and time enthusiasts alike for ages. Where did this practice originate? And why has it endured throughout centuries, across cultures and civilizations, becoming, in essence, a universal norm? The answer lies concealed in the annals of our past, in the practices of ancient civilizations and their understanding of the cosmos. It's a fascinating tale that weaves together history, astronomy, religion, and politics. So, buckle up, history buffs. Join us as we journey back in time to uncover the roots of this universal concept. Our journey starts with the ancient Babylonians, one of the earliest civilizations to use a 7-day week. The Babylonians, without the aid of telescopes or modern technology, were exceptional astronomers. They meticulously observed the night sky, documenting and predicting celestial events with remarkable accuracy. It was their observations of the moon that led them to develop a calendar based on the lunar cycle. This lunar calendar was divided into months that roughly align with the moon's phases, and each month was further divided into 4 7-day weeks. This division was not a random choice. The number 7 held a sacred significance to the Babylonians. It was a number that repeated itself in the natural world, in the 7 visible planets of their night sky, and in the approximate 7-day transition between each phase of the moon. But the Babylonians didn't just see 7 as a number reflected in the cosmos. They believed it possessed divine power. To them, 7 was a mystical number, deeply woven into the fabric of the universe. They believed that observing a 7-day week would bring them into harmony with these divine rhythms of the universe, attracting blessings and warding off misfortune. Their 7-day week was not just a practical division of time, it was a spiritual practice, a way of aligning their lives with the celestial dance that they observed in the heavens above. Each day of the week was dedicated to one of the 7 celestial bodies visible to the naked eye: the sun, the moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. The influence of the Babylonian 7-day week was extensive, shaping the calendars of civilizations that followed. It was a system so practical, so deeply rooted in human observation and spirituality, that it survived the rise and fall of empires. From the Babylonians, the 7-day week concept traveled far and wide and even reached the shores of the Roman Empire. Now let's shift our gaze to the Roman Empire, where the 7-day week took on a completely different significance. In the bustling streets of ancient Rome, time was marked not by a 7-day week, but by an 8-day cycle, primarily used for market schedules. This was known as the nundinal cycle, derived from nundinae, meaning 9 days, as Romans, counting inclusively, considered the cycle to be of 9 days. However, a seismic shift occurred in the year 321. The man at the center of this transformation was Emperor Constantine, a formidable ruler with an even more formidable vision. He issued a decree that enforced a 7-day week across the empire, breaking away from the traditional nundinal cycle. But why this sudden change? The answer lies in Constantine's devotion to Sol Invictus, the invincible sun god. To honor this deity, Constantine dedicated the first day of this new week to the sun, effectively transforming it into Sun's Day, or Sunday as we know it. This was a significant shift, linking the 7-day week to solar worship rather than the lunar cycle that had inspired the Babylonians. A few years later, in the early 4th century, Constantine's influence would once again play a pivotal role in the recognition of the 7-day week. The Council of Nicaea, an assembly of Christian bishops convened by Constantine himself, affirmed Sunday as the holy day of rest and worship for Christians. This policy, enforced at the pain of death, further cemented the 7-day week in the societal and religious fabric of the empire. Emperor Constantine's decree not only changed the Roman calendar, but also set the stage for the widespread acceptance of the 7-day week. His actions, driven by religious devotion and political strategy, left an indelible mark on the annals of time, shaping the way we perceive and organize our days even in the 21st century. From the sun-drenched courtyards of Rome to the farthest corners of the globe, the 7-day week, as we know it, is a testament to the enduring influence of the sun god and the might of the Roman Empire. The 7-day week, an ancient concept, has withstood the test of time. But what revelations does it hold for us today? This shared rhythm of life, this 7-day cycle, is a legacy from our ancestors, a testament to human civilization's shared history. A concept conceived in the cradle of civilization, ancient Babylon, it has journeyed across centuries, influencing cultures, societies, and religions, shaping our lives in ways we often overlook. The Babylonians, who were fascinated by the heavens, based their week on the lunar cycle, a concept that spread far and wide. The Romans, under Emperor Constantine's influence, introduced sun worship into their week, forever changing the course of history. This, in turn, led to the acceptance of the 7-day week by the Western world and eventually its global adoption. Today, this ancient concept has permeated every aspect of our modern life. Our work schedules, our school routines, our religious practices all revolve around this 7-day cycle. The weekend, a much anticipated time of rest and leisure, owes its existence to this ancient concept. Even our language reflects this. The names of the days of the week in various languages bear echoes of ancient civilizations and their deities. The 7-day week also serves as a bridge connecting us with our past. Each week is a reminder of our shared human history and the timeless celestial cycles that our ancestors observed. It's a testament to their wisdom and their understanding of the world, which continues to resonate with us today. But perhaps the most fascinating revelation is the resilience of the 7-day week. Despite the many changes and upheavals in human history, this ancient concept has remained constant, a steady rhythm guiding our lives. The 7-day week, a legacy from our ancient ancestors, continues to shape our lives in ways we often overlook. So, the next time you eagerly await the weekend, remember the fascinating journey of the 7-day week from ancient Babylon to your present-day calendar. Let's now delve into the biblical and Egyptian significance of the 7-day week. In the Bible, it is said that God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. This concept of the 7-day week, therefore, holds a profound place in Christian theology. It was significant to Abraham and his lineage, who observed the Sabbath as a day of rest and worship, a tradition that continues in various forms across the globe today. Meanwhile, in the land of the pharaohs, the Egyptians followed a 10-day week. However, the concept of a 7-day week was not entirely alien to them. Their worship of the sun god Ra, paralleling the Roman sun worship, may have also influenced their understanding of time. Despite the 10-day structure, elements of a 7-day rhythm can be found in their religious practices and cultural routines. Thus, the 7-day week holds deep religious and cultural significance across different civilizations, further proving its universality. As we journey from the past to the present, we see the 7-day week's resilience and its power to connect and unify different cultures and religions. So, as we move forward, let's remember the deep shared significance that each week holds, from the ancient world to our modern lives.